The spotlight may have first found Sam Heughan on the set of Outlander, but today, it's his entrepreneurial spirit that has the world talking. In a new interview with Access Hollywood, the Scottish star dropped a revelation that sent fans buzzing. He's seriously considering opening his very own cocktail bar. And in true Heughan fashion, he did it with a twinkle of mystery and a promise. Watch this space. It was a tease that landed like thunder. For years, Heughan's fans, known affectionately as the Hooligans, have followed his journey from beloved actor to businessman, cheering every step of the way. But this new hint at a bar project felt different. It wasn't just another product launch, another red carpet headline. It was the possibility of a physical space, a venue where fans might finally step into Sam's world, sip his creations, and experience his brand of Scottish hospitality firsthand. This announcement didn't come out of nowhere. Sam's deep love for spirits and cocktails is well documented. Through his company, Sassenach Spirits, he's already conquered the market with award-winning whisky, gin, and tequila. The brand has won accolades not only for its smooth, rich flavors but also for its storytelling, a blend of heritage and passion that reflects Sam himself. For Heughan, this new bar project seems like the natural next step. Where Sassenach Spirits brought the taste of Scotland to bottles, a bar would bring the experience to life. Imagine walking into a carefully designed space in Edinburgh or Glasgow, greeted not by flashy celebrity gimmicks, but by authenticity, warmth, and storytelling infused into every drink. That is the Heughan touch. Star power combined with substance. Sam wouldn't be the first celebrity to venture into the world of bars and hospitality, but his approach promises something unique. After all, Idris Elba has his cocktail and wine bars in London, while David Beckham, Guy Ritchie, and even Ed Sheeran have dabbled in pub ownership. Pop star Jade Thirlwall of Little Mix even launched a cocktail bar in her hometown. Yet, Sam's entry feels different because it comes not from opportunism, but from genuine passion. This is not an actor lending his name to a project. It's an actor, entrepreneur, and storyteller weaving his own life's work into a new chapter. When he says he's been researching for quite a while, it signals seriousness, not spontaneity. He isn't chasing a trend, he's building a legacy. What electrified fans most was Sam's playful but pointed remark. "I would love to. I'd probably spend far too much time in there. We've been talking about it for quite a while and I do have some kind of cool news that we'll be talking about later in the year. So watch this space." The words were tantalizing. Suddenly, the possibility of a Heughan-owned cocktail bar in Scotland didn't feel like a fantasy, it felt imminent. Social media lit up with speculation about locations, decor, and themes. Would it be rustic Highland chic? Modern and sleek? Would Sam himself occasionally show up behind the bar, pouring a Sassenach whiskey neat or shaking one of his famous appletinis? The sense of anticipation was palpable. For fans who had only ever met Sam through screens, books, or bottles, the thought of walking into a space he created felt like a dream made real. Behind the drama of headlines and fan excitement lies something more profound. Sam's bar project represents a bridge between celebrity and community. Unlike the distance of Hollywood premieres, a bar is intimate, accessible. It's a place of laughter, conversation, and connection. And for a man who has spent years building a global family of fans, what better way to honor that bond than by opening a space that invites them in? The promise of a Heughan bar is not just about cocktails. It's about creating a home for stories, for shared moments, for Scotland's warmth exported to the world. In truth, Sam Heughan no longer fits into a single role. He's not only Jamie Fraser, nor solely a whiskey entrepreneur, nor merely an author. He is all of these and more. His hinted bar project is simply the next natural step in his evolution, an expansion of his empire and his identity. By teasing fans with just enough to ignite speculation, Sam has set the stage for a major announcement that could redefine his brand. No longer confined to screens or bottles, he is preparing to create a living, breathing space, one where his legacy as an actor, a businessman, and a proud Scot can merge into something unforgettable. For now, details remain scarce. He hasn't revealed the name, the location, or the concept. But with Sam's track record, one thing is certain. It will be more than a bar. It will be a destination, a story, an experience. And if his words are to be believed, fans won't have to wait long. Because in Sam Heughan's world, when he says, "Watch this space," the world watches, and waits with bated breath. If the promise of a bar was enough to excite fans, Sam Heughan's revelations about his personal cocktail tastes added another layer of intrigue. For the actor turned entrepreneur, cocktails are not simply drinks. They are experiences, each one tied to a memory, a story, a piece of his journey. And in true Heughan style, the drinks he loves most aren't chosen for trend or fashion, but for the emotional weight they carry. Sam recalled one of his most memorable cocktail experiences, a Bloody Mary infused with tequila, enjoyed under the blistering Mexican sun. It was a baking hot day in the agave fields in the mountains of Jalisco, he shared with a laugh. That Bloody Mary was delicious, it just hit differently there. The story wasn't just about a drink, it was about place, time, and authenticity. It spoke of adventure, of stepping beyond the boundaries of Scotland into the wider world, and embracing local traditions. That single cocktail became a memory etched into his life, a symbol of his willingness to explore and absorb cultures wherever he goes. Yet, for all his travels, one of Sam's proudest creations comes from his own backyard in Scotland, literally. His amazing appletini has already become something of a legend among fans, not just because of its taste, but because of the quirky origin story. Sam explained how he used apples from his garden to craft the cocktail. The fruit was far too sour to eat, but when steeped in equal parts vodka and gin, the inedible apples transformed into something magical. After a night or two in the fridge, the result was a golden green infusion, bursting with freshness and sharp malic acid. Stirred down with vermouth, it became an appletini unlike any other. "It's so fun," he said with a grin. "Some recipes work, some don't, but that's the joy of cocktail making." Fans adored the story, not just because it gave them a recipe to try at home, but because it was pure Sam Heughan. Practical, inventive, unpretentious. A man who can turn sour Scottish apples into liquid gold. Another standout in Sam's cocktail diary is his chocolate Negroni, a drink that's become a holiday tradition in the Heughan household. He recounted how it went down very well at Christmas, earning rave reviews from friends and family. The combination of bitter chocolate and classic Negroni flavors created something warm, festive, and indulgent, a perfect reflection of the season. More than that, it showed Sam's playful side as a mixologist, always experimenting, always surprising. For fans, the chocolate Negroni wasn't just a cocktail. It was a glimpse into Sam's personal world, a reminder that even global icons share in simple family joys, gathering around a table, raising a glass, and savoring a moment together. What makes Sam's cocktail stories so compelling is the philosophy behind them. He doesn't see cocktails as recipes to be followed rigidly. Instead, he views them as opportunities for creativity, trial, and discovery. "I love to sort of create interesting things. Some work, some don't," he said. "But I think that's the joy of cocktail making." That joy reflects his entire approach to life. Whether it's acting, entrepreneurship, or mixology, Sam embraces the risk of failure as part of the adventure. His cocktails are not just about taste, they're about storytelling. Every sip tells a tale of travel, heritage, or family. This passion has now been captured in his latest book, The Cocktail Diaries. More than just a recipe collection, it's a chronicle of his adventures in the world of spirits. Each recipe is paired with anecdotes, travel to Mexico, family holidays in Scotland, experiments gone right and wrong. It's a book that blurs the line between lifestyle and storytelling, inviting fans not only to drink but to share in Sam's experiences. For fans, the book represents a chance to feel closer to him. By recreating his appletini or chocolate Negroni, they aren't just mixing drinks. They're recreating memories. They are, in a sense, drinking with Sam. Sam's approach to cocktails also explains why the idea of his own bar has captivated so many. This wouldn't just be a celebrity bar with his name on the door. It would be an extension of his storytelling, a stage where each drink is a performance, each sip a connection. A Heughan-owned bar would be the culmination of his journey, from the Highlands of Scotland to Hollywood, from actor to author, from whiskey mogul to potential host. It would be the place where his passion for culture, community, and creativity intersect. So when Sam says, "Watch this space," fans know it means more than just a business venture. It's a promise of intimacy, of shared experiences, of laughter over cocktails that carry stories from the Scottish Garden to the mountains of Mexico. For Sam Heughan, cocktails are not just drinks. They are memories, connections, and legacies poured into a glass. And if his appletinis and chocolate Negronis are any indication, his upcoming bar may well become one of Scotland's most iconic new destinations.